A man disguised himself as a peacock and pointed his spear at another peacock in front of him. He told the woman he was going hunting, but she replied that she'd rather starve than eat peacock meat. However, when evening came, the man roasted the peacock with jam, and it wasn't long before the woman was lured over.
Maybe I should have a taste.
The man didn't argue with her. Instead, he handed her a leg. As the woman chowed down on the food, she instantly forgot what she had said earlier that day. The next morning, the woman was startled awake by a loud noise. It turned out to be a plane flying overhead. She hurried over to the man, urging him to fire a flare gun to signal for help. But to her surprise, the man was still passed out drunk. As the opportunity was about to slip away, the woman decided to fire the flare herself. But at that moment, the sleeping man suddenly rolled over, accidentally tripping her. In an instant, the flare shot into a tree. The man was awakened by the sound and opened his eyes to see the tree burning. He quickly checked the flare gun, only to discover that all the flares had been used up. Before he could get mad, the woman confronted him, asking why he had tripped her. The man was nearly livid, but he pointed to the plane in the sky and said, "That's a jet plane, flying at an altitude of 26,000 feet. They wouldn't be able to see the flares from up there. Now we might be stuck here forever. Our only chance is to figure out a way to get off this island on our own." So, on the third day, they had no choice but to hike to the highest point on the island. The man hurriedly took out a map to check their location, but there were no markings on it at all. This meant that no one had ever discovered this island before, so there would be no rescue coming. Suddenly, the woman spotted a yacht in the distance, which made them both very excited. They took out their only lifeboat and rowed with all their might towards the yacht. To reach it as quickly as possible, they had to take turns rowing. However, just as they were getting close, the man took out his binoculars to assess the situation. To his horror, he discovered that the people on the boat were all pirates. The man was terrified and immediately started rowing back as fast as he could. But at that moment, the pirates on the boat also noticed them and started speeding towards them on jet skis.